heard that the new paranormal horror movie Presence was going to be directed by Soderbergh. I was both surprised and confused. I love his work, and this once again proves that Soderbergh does what he wants and nails it every time. As a movie, Presence feels like a gimmick, but a gimmick done well. It's a slow burn that leads to a finale that invites people to think about the real horrors in life. Welcome to First Time Watching. Please like and subscribe as we dive straight into the explanation. The camera moves around through an empty house, showing us the general layout, even taking us into the closet of one of the rooms to hide. Outside, a car arrives, and a woman runs to the door of the house. It's the broker. She has a showing to a family that potentially wants to overpay for this dusty old joint. She is in a rush, because this lying little minx was late yet again. At least the house was clean, so she can tell the family she's always early when they arrive. The camera follows the daughter as she finds the only piece of furniture in the house, a 100-year-old cabinet with a mirror made out of a type of glass they do not make anymore. But as the daughter looks into the camera, it quickly pans away. Their pretentious meatball of a son is texting while his parents are arguing. The mom thinks they should buy the house even though it's a little on the expensive side, but the dad is worried it might be too soon to move right now. To which the mom asks for their son, Tyler. Swimming season doesn't start yet, but the dad tells her no for their daughter, Chloe. It's clear that something traumatic concerning a death happened in her life, but her mom, played by Lucy Liu, casually brushes some severe trauma under the rug. As the parents talk with the broker about money and the area, the camera follows Chloe upstairs. She checks out her future room. As the camera backs up into her closet, she looks straight in it. Sometime later, the family finalized buying the house and hired a painting company to do the work because their lazy asses couldn't be bothered to save that money by slapping a brush against a wall themselves. One of the painters is still not done with Chloe's room, and the boss wants to know why. He tells the boss he was supposed to have help, but the guy refused to enter that room for some reason. The family finally moved in, and the camera is spying on the mother, who is making a shady work call outside. That night, the mother is telling Tyler about potential trouble, but he shouldn't worry because she will take care of it. She told him because she wants him to know that everything she did was for him. It's clear that she doesn't care for Chloe at all. She is obsessed with her little bitch boy of a son, but her daughter is like a lingering fart to her. She is giving him some awful advice, that it doesn't matter what you have to do, as long as you do it for a person you love. It's good. She clearly has some skeletons in her closet. Chloe is crying in her room. The camera closes in on her as she turns over to sleep, but she feels a presence and looks into the camera. She follows it to the closet and calls out to it. She calls out, "Nadia," but there is no response, so she goes back to bed. The next day, Chloe is in the shower, and the camera guy goes around her room. He notices Chloe left a mess. And what the damn hell? The camera guy is like a spooky ghost. He closes her books and puts them on her desk. Chloe gets out of the shower and squeaks as she immediately notices that her books have moved. Her dad walks in to ask her if she's all right. She dismisses him and tells him everything is fine. When her dad leaves, she looks around to see if she can see anybody or anything. Her mom and dad are talking about Chloe's squeak. Dad is worried because of what happened to Nadia, but her mom wants to shove that difficult conversation right back in the closet because Nadia was a little stoner girl and Chloe knows better. But the dad won't let this go because two girls ended up dead on their beds with a high dosage of drugs in their system, and it only has to happen once. So as long as Chloe is not doing better, Dad will worry. Mom asks him if he wants to try different medication or maybe a different therapist for her. He just wants to fix her. Then her mom tells him the single most awful thing a parent can ever say. There is no fixing this, and look at you. She can't be taking us all down with her. Look at yourself, you are a mess. Time is the only thing that will help. So Dad delivers the perfect response right back at her. Have you ever noticed that your advice always corresponds to doing absolutely nothing? And since this man just spoke the truth, and the mom has not the smallest bit of accountability inside of her, she gets angry at him for hurting her feelings. What a weak, selfish cunt. Later that night, Dad is eating his dinner alone and leaves a message to an old friend of his. He tells him he has a weird legal question. The next day, the presence is watching Chloe from the closet when her brother and his friend walk upstairs for their playdate. Tyler introduces his buddy Ryan to his sister before they go into Tyler's room, where Ryan makes an inappropriate comment about Chloe being kinda hot. Chloe was eavesdropping, so she heard him talk about her rocking body. She goes back to lie down on her bed, and the presence slowly closes her door. Dad gets home from a tough day. He is a firefighter. Mom is sitting on the bed with her laptop, and when he walks around her, she moves. She is clearly hiding something. She puts the focus on Tyler winning his swimming competition. Yay for the little shit being the Aquaman of swimming club. The dad tells her that through Chloe's old therapist, he received the number of a woman that might be able to offer them an entirely new approach to help her. But Mom goes back to her. Let's ignore it all tactic. So Dad reminds her as he walks out that she has 2 kids. As Dad goes downstairs, his phone rings. It's his legal buddy. He gives him some vague explanation about a friend of his. The question is that if one person in a marriage is into some shady shit, are there implications for the spouse, the non-involved spouse? It's clear he doesn't get the answer he wanted, so asks, what if they were legally separated? The dad proceeds to tell the guy he is not doing great. He is pretty much falling apart. Sometime later, the presence is home alone, so it goes to check out pictures of Chloe when it hears her coming. But she is not alone. She now has a play date with Ryan, a teenage boy and girl home alone. Chloe is acting out because of all her trauma and pours herself a grown-up drink before she invites Ryan up to her room. Ryan blows his shot and starts talking about Tyler having a mean streak. Apparently, he is planning to pull some awful prank on a girl named Simone. Chloe doesn't want to hear his noise and tells him to go upstairs with her already. Ryan is some sort of drug mule. He brought a sample for Chloe, and she is enjoying the ride. Ryan looks at her pictures and asks her about Nadia. He tells her that he met her once at a party. He asks Chloe, what's it like to have somebody who is that close to you die? She explains to him how it feels. During her explanation, she gets a little suicidal, but she likes to feel heard. Ryan is the first person that actually just wants to hear how she feels, without getting paid for it. But when she tells him that she believes Nadia is here with them right now, Ryan gets a little freaked out. She notices how he reacted and kisses him to calm him back down. But then she just starts crying, and he throws some very manipulating lines at her. He tells her that between them, everything will go as she wants it to go. He tells her that in his life, he never got to make any choices, and tells her about how low his self-esteem is because he is nothing. But between them, she is also the one that decides everything. Yeah, there is something clearly wrong here. Even the presence can feel that his words are just to confuse her out of her pants. They start to undress and get ready for a round of disappearing salami. But then the presence decides till here and no further. The presence rips the shelves out of Chloe's closet, dropping all of her clothes on the floor. Ryan tries to put the blame on cheap drywall, but Chloe knows it's more than that. A gust of wind blows into her face that scares her, but she doesn't tell Ryan what happened. She just blames it on the drugs. That evening, Chloe does want to know if her family is also dealing with a poltergeist situation ever since they moved into the house. But no, they didn't, and Tyler even makes some fun of her for believing in the ghosties. Tyler is done with her bullshit. She already kinda ruined his life last year, with her whole being sad over her dead friend crap. And he warns her that she is not going to pull that I see dead people spiel again after they just move. He pushes right where it hurts when Tyler tells Chloe to just say it. She thinks she can feel her dead friend. Dad is done with their endless bickering and lashes out, so Tyler runs away like the bitch boy he is. Later, Tyler gets to his senses and apologizes for being a dick. His dad messed up his connection with his own sister, so he hopes his kids can at least see eye to eye at some point. But Tyler still believes Chloe is only lashing out because she wants attention. That's when his dad tells him that Chloe knew both the girls that died, not just Nadia. Tyler has some strong opinions about drugs and has zero understanding for people that fuck up their lives by doing it. And he does make a good point when he tells his dad that Chloe is clearly messed up and it's not just the dead friend shit. Before going to bed, his dad tells him that somewhere inside of Tyler there is an excellent man. His dad would love to meet him soon. The next night, Tyler pulled the prank on Simone. They catfished her, and they made her make a fool out of herself, and made pictures that they are spreading through school. Straight up cyberbullying, and the mom is still acting like Tyler is this good boy that is telling a funny story. Chloe shows them the revealing picture of Simone that Tyler posted on the internet, and his dad starts to lose it. But the presence also does not like Tyler's actions. It goes into Tyler's room and starts to shake the entire room. Chloe walks into the room and it stops. She says it has to be Nadia. They have a family meeting outside. Apparently they bought a haunted house. Chloe is making a case for the presence. She believes it means no harm. After cooling off, They go back inside. Dad calls the broker to find out what the hell is going on. She says that nothing like that ever happened in the house. If it did, then she would have been forced by law to tell them. But she did give him the contact info of her sister-in-law because apparently she knows things, senses things. She is a psychic of sorts. The next day, it's psychic time. The woman arrives with her husband. They greet her as a family, but her husband does the talking. She clearly knows that there is something going on inside their home. The woman gets to work. She walks to the mirror and looks at Chloe. She tells her that it is suffering just like her. The woman tells them that yes, they indeed have a presence inside their house. So Chloe asks if it's Nadia, but the woman can't tell her. The presence is confused about its own identity. Something happened to it inside this house, but it doesn't know what. It's hard for the presence to determine its goals because past and present can be happening at the same time in the spirit realm, so it doesn't even know when it is. It's sure that there is something that it needs to do, but it doesn't know what. She tells them that old mirrors are so much better than new ones. They've seen more. She tells someone in the mirror to help her, and then the connection gets severed. As the woman is resting, her husband takes the dad to the side to hustle money out of him, and of course, he pays them. After they left, Tyler loses his shit because to him and the mom that was absolute bullshit. Chloe touches the mirror, but can't see anything. The presence goes upstairs to crawl back into Chloe's closet, but it gets rudely disturbed by Chloe jumping on Ryan's party stick. After they are done, Ryan goes to get Chloe a glass of juice. While he goes to get juice, Chloe jumps in the shower. The presence patiently waits for Ryan to return. Ryan is doing something shady with her drink. He puts a strange powder inside of it. As Chloe reaches for the juice, the presence shakes the table to drop it all over the floor. Since the little creep did not manage to roofie the girl he just banged, he is now trying to get another date with her. She tells him her parents are gone next weekend. He can stay over, but Tyler will be there. So Ryan tells her that he will deal with Tyler. She won't have to worry about him. That next day, outside their house, the psychic lady just showed up. The dad is trying to send her away, but she insists that she has to tell them that she believes the presence is in their house because of something that hasn't happened yet. So she came to warn them that something horrible is about to happen. In her dreams, she saw a window. As she is about to leave, she looks up at the presence as if she knows it's there watching. The presence starts to become restless and tries to wake up Chloe that night by distorting the air around it. But when it fails, it backs up into his closet to mope. That Friday, the parents are packing their suitcases for the mom's business trip. The dad lets the mom know that he knows she is dabbling in some shady business and that he has decided that he wants to help her because she is clearly in over her head. They say bye to the kids as they leave for their weekend trip. That night, Tyler is blasting music through the house when the presence closes in on him. Tyler follows its movements. He can finally feel it being there. His buddy Ryan comes over to hang with him. Then Ryan goes to the kitchen to fix them one of his special cocktails and tells Tyler that Simone left school after what Tyler and his buddies did to her. He gives Tyler his sleepy juice, so Ryan quickly loses control of his body as he falls asleep. Ryan leaves Tyler behind because he is a man on a mission. He fixes another drink for him and Chloe and spikes one of them so that Chloe will join her brother by going night-night. But when he goes upstairs and tells Chloe that he drugged her brother, she really does not like that. But he has such an emotional hold on her that she apologizes to him for giving him the wrong idea. He makes it all about him being an asshole and that he is such a sad little shit. He is so lonely. He asks her if they can maybe just talk and hands her the drink. She chugs it and starts to slowly lose control of her own body. As she is fading away, he tells her again that she is in control. He asks her if she likes when he tells her that she's in control because it's his gift to her. Control is his to give. Everybody else has power except for him. So he took it and gives it, and then he takes it back and takes some more. He moves her lifeless body and tells her the power makes him hard. First, they are alive, and then they are not. It's the line in between that keeps him up at night, the line that arouses him. He takes a small roll of cling foil out of his pocket and blows his load over the fact how thin it is. He wraps it over her mouth and nose. He will show her what he showed the other two. The presence is angry and tries to wake up Chloe, but she has been spiked with fentanyl. She can't move, but she can hear and feel what Ryan is doing to her. The presence tries really hard as Ryan picks the foil off of her again. He is in control of her life right now. He tells her, they'll just say that another stupid girl overdosed. She just stopped breathing. The presence rushes downstairs to Tyler, and he flickers the lights. He produces a loud ringing sound in his ears that finally wakes him up. Tyler calls out to Chloe and runs up the stairs towards her. He runs into her room and sees what Ryan is doing. He tackles him, and both of them fly out of the window. Sometime later, the house is empty. Chloe takes one last look at her room as she joins her mom in the living room. She is staring out of the window and grieving the love of her life, her son. She hears a ringing sound coming from the cabinet with the old mirror. As she looks into the mirror, she can see the ghost of Tyler. The presence is Tyler. He saved his sister. And that's a wrap. Presence is not for everybody. You either love it or you hate it. There is not really a lot in between, but I loved it. And I have never seen a movie like this. Both the idea that it is completely filmed from the point of view of the presence inside the home, where it builds, that they invest the viewer in the family story, up until the point of the big reveal. The first time you can see what Ryan is actually plotting is, in my opinion, pacing at its finest.